zoning, area plan director, if the owner of the property that the building permit was issued on has threatened suit, and he likely that it's not, and the owner of the White Oaks property also has not threatened suit, so we can't convene an executive session with the area plan commission, because it involves potential, because if it involves potential for litigation, it has to be more than potential, it has to be a threat of litigation before you can have an executive session. So any communication that goes on between the commissioners and the area plan commission is gonna have to go on informally at this point.
Or what?
It's gonna have to be informal, without majority of either body, going into it. But,
They still have to get other permits too, right? They have to get a sewage permit to put in,
Which they did, yes.
and they already got that.
Yes.
did the sanitary,
This is Twin Lakes Regional Sewer District.
okay, Okay.
Well, we've got a member that sits on that one. Mr. Ruff, he's got representing.
They're in the situation too, they've already granted, I don't know if they can rescind it or not.
yeah, there was a point made, I understand, from the standpoint of when the permit was granted, that because it is a private sewage treatment plant, that couldn't be denied because of the closeness of it. I don't read that in the Indiana Administrative Code. I read, as you do, that it is limited, there is a limitation. And that alone would be justification, in my opinion, for denial of the building permit. It doesn't have to be a public system. The Indiana Administrative Code speaks in terms of a facility that treats wastewater. It doesn't have to be a public system. But as I read it, that's where I think we need IDIM involved. And normally, we would have the health department be involved with IDIM on this issue. But I would hope that the area plan commission would advise the director to pull the building permit so this can be investigated by IDIM. And the board of commissioners can request that. You can in this meeting request that.
Okay, that's
You
one of the
can't
suggestions
order it.
I wanted,
You
is
can
where
request
to-
it, you can't order it.
Right. I had every intention, I have never called IDA anything. People protesting a pond building, somebody always calls it IDA, but it's never been me, I've never done it. But I had every intention of doing that this afternoon. But yeah, that'd be something we could do, is request an
I
IDA.
would request the area plan commission to direct the director to pull the building permit and request, authorize the chairman to request IDIM's investigation into this. And it goes in further.
Definitely needs to be done before the service starts.
Yeah, right.
Of course, IDA doesn't care if you've already broken ground, they can just stop you.
Right,
Bang.
exactly.
We don't like to do that.
Everybody has any expense on it.
Right. And I am not in any way opposed to subdivisions or to a subdivision there that meets all the criteria. But we need housing in our county. But the way I read it, it says, a public utility, i.e. sewage treatment plant.
It didn't say public.
It doesn't say public at all? I thought it did.
327 IAC, 1-2-6, I think is what it is. I didn't bring it with me, I'm sorry.
Wow, I could never remember that. Go ahead.
what I read, it didn't make any difference if it's public or not.
Okay. Well, this is defined as a package treatment plant, which is a category of item. It is a recognized, inspected, approved sewage treatment plant. What it does is I've never been in the village, but what it does basically is it takes in the waste from the plant, there's acetylation to it and everything, then it goes to chemical treatment, chlorine, and then it goes to chlorine removal treatment. And then it's released, and it has to be clean when it goes out, and they test it, and it is. Now, we have a gentleman who is with the State Department of Health now, that is doing the sewage and septic permits for Carroll County, because we don't have them. And I was fully intending on contacting him too, the Department of Health. Well, I guess at this time, I would like to ask my fellow commissioners to do the two things that Ted has suggested. One, very politely ask the area plan and its director to remove the permit, and two, to ask IDEM and State Board of Health to review. Is that right, Ted?
That'll get it started.
So, what do you think, guys?
Cameron, your thoughts? I don't wanna direct anybody, they don't wanna do something, but
No, and this is I understand the request, because this has obviously been an issue that's been before for over a year now with the subdivision process, so, I can reach out to, everything that I've done with this has been submitted to my attorney, and that's the protocol I'm supposed to do. So if that's the request of the board, I'll submit that to the attorney and go through I have to go through my area plan board, and that's what we'll do, if that's what you guys request.
What was the last sentence, Cameron?
If that's what you guys wish to do, I'll submit it to the attorney, and then that's what we'll, put on the APC agenda. We have not had that requested yet, so. We did get a
When's your
complaint
meeting?
Friday.
When's your next, huh?
We did get a complaint filed Friday, and that was, documented and submitted to Cindy as well, so, the next meeting is the last Tuesday of this month.
Last Tuesday.
Correct.
What happens if he goes out and breaks ground before then?
We can stop the permit at any time.
Is that right?
Yep. We can do a cease and desist if we have to, or whatever we have to do. I reached out and.
Well, I'm glad to know that. I didn't know that part of it. Again, I think Cameron took every step. I think he investigated, looked at it, tried to be unbiased about it. But I think the determination is completely wrong. It's wrong from a moral standpoint, both against the owner of the RV park, White Oaks, and against the people who are gonna be building out there or buying houses out there. That's every bit as much.
So it needs to be fixed now, sooner than later.
I wish I would have come to you with this 2 months ago. But I didn't know.
well, I'll make a motion to remove ask for the permit to be removed for the investigation to be done.
And for the investigation, and to ask for the
And
investigation.
ask for the investigation.
They go to help out,
Because I don't wanna violate either side. I mean, it's not fair to the future homeowners. It's not fair to the park, so.
So you're authorizing the chairman to request IDAM investigation?
Yes.
I thought you said Harold.
And State Board of Health.
And State Board of Health.
Call, I didn't know what to do. Process.
As I understand, we, instead of Cameron requesting IDM, it would be the board asking.
The chairman.
Yeah.
Would you like to second?
I'll second.
Okay, so I have a motion and a second. And the two parts of it are gonna be that we request of our area plan to remove that permit, to revoke it. And number two is to request that IDEM and the Indiana Department of Health investigate this situation. Okay. All in favor of that motion, please say aye. Aye. Passed unanimously. Very seldom we not pass things unanimously, but,
I'd like to have that building permit where and who, so I can put it in the motion.
I'll get it to you. Is that all right? I appreciate it very much, guys, because we need development, we need jobs, we need to work it all together, and that is the purpose of area plan, is to make it all work together. It's not an easy job.
Just come down because the two neighbors are tit for tat with each other.
Well, I was told that it's the Hatfields and McCoys, but that is not the case at all, because one has been willing to compromise and the other one just says, no, I want the lines out, I want to build right against the fence, I want to put every house I could get on this lot. Of course, he's still mad because he wanted to build boat storage there, which we never saw. But when it went over to area plan, there were big boat storage buildings built all up there. He's one that goes around the rules and everywhere. So I have nothing more to bring up. I appreciate it, Jen. Appreciate it, Cameron, your help. Thank you, gentlemen. Is there anything else coming before the board? Any comments? Motion to adjourn? Second, all in favor to adjourn? Thank you all.
I'm pretty sure that's one we'll always agree
I stopped at campus on Tuesday. This is.
Beth needs it for
I have everything.
Sure.
It's the same one that we're out there.
Yeah, correct.
I had another question.
Whoa. How you doing? How you doing?
Still with COVID, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I
I've been,
How much of that? So, yeah, but that, that's it, I just have. Extra stuff on the other end.
It didn't help me.
Yeah.
you think a busy week?
So like here, are you so busy? How much more should I?
Oh,
Because it was free.
well.
I'll bet you tell if it's free.
You tell me they're looking at.
That's already there.
Building a new
They
jail.
can't
So
force it.
we're working.
So
probably on that new jail to make the old jail into a.
It's still going.
Most likely. So,
Thank you.
So the reason why is because they have a good amount of juveniles that they moved to other counties.